G'day, Args. How's it going, mate?
Oh, I'm doing well, FSG. How about yourself?
Yeah, not too bad at all. It's been a couple of weeks since we've done a vid on Aghalee, so nice to be back.
It is nice to be back. I thought you might have got lost, but you've made it back and we're both here. So looking forward to getting into a little bit more work, and I think we've got some hungry cows to feed.
We certainly do. Yeah, that is definitely job number one. They are down on food, so we'll go and get that done. But I've noticed our wheat fields over here are looking absolutely tremendous, as is this morning sunrise. But our wheat's looking fantastic. Other than it needs a little bit of fertilizer. So I think next job after the cows is to get some of our slurry in the field as well.
Yeah, that's right. Get some slurry spread on here. We've got, I think there's about 80,000 litres spread across the two cow barns, so that should go a long way to getting these fields all fertilised. But yeah, you're right about that sunrise. It's pretty spectacular.
Tremendous, isn't it?
Hmm.
So, right.
Very nice.
Well, on that note, we haven't got time to be looking at sunrises and reminiscing. We'll need to get on and feed these cows before they all complain too much.
Yeah, of course, we're in October too, so there's probably not much to do over winter, so we probably want to top them up and try and get them through as far as we can.
Yeah, that's a good call, actually. Let's top them up through the winter, keep them fed.
All right, well, I guess one of us can run the feed mixer and the other can do the loading, and we'll get into it. The other thing, when we get down there, the silage pits all fully fermented and opened up, so we can get in and take some silage out of that rather than using the bales.
Oh, nice. That'll be handy, won't it? Yeah. Yeah, maybe something we do over the winter. We'll keep an eye on the prices and maybe get rid of some of those silage bales as well. That could be a nice little earner.
Yeah, it could be, potentially. So keep an eye on that one. All right, well, let's get going.
No worries. I'll see you at the other farm.
Sounds good. Well, howdy, folks. Welcome back to Aghalee Farms, here with the Farm Sim Guy and myself. Now, actually just thinking out loud, we could take this tractor down and we could both actually do some loading if we needed to. So I might do that, run this one down. I'm not sure which one we're going to put on the feed wagon or anything like that, but at least it means we can do some bale handling and manoeuvring once we get down there. So we'll run this one out. Although probably just thinking about it, might not actually be the best with this grab. We've got another grab over there. Let's go and put that one on. We've got the round grab there. If we grab that and run that down, we might be able to use this tractor. Now, this is the one FSG's complained about numerous times about the brakes. So fingers crossed, it's going to work all right. But we'll hook that up. I saw FSG had the case, so he might have plans on using that on the feed wagon. So we will get on down there and go make a start. Going to be a busy little episode of getting those cattle fed, and then, like I said, going to go and grab a couple of slurry spreaders and get some of that slurry put on the fields. Alright, well, there's FSG. He's going to get backed in there onto the spreader, onto the feed mixer. Let's just head on around the corner. Now, as we know, there's not a huge amount of space down here at this yard, but there you go. Turn the lights on properly. There is the silage all uncovered. So that's all fermented, so we're going to be able to use that. I might just go and park this one out here. There was another grab down here, but that might be for the telehandler. May not have gone on this tractor, so we might just park this here. Go and grab the telehandler. Now I need to sort of recalibrate with what our feed mix requirements are, but I think if we put a load of one bale in, one hay bale in, and actually got one there on the front, I'm not sure how much is in that one, but that and top it up with silage, we should be pretty good to go. Only a little bit of straw, a little bit of hay, maybe another hay bale, and then we'll use the forks to try and grab some silage there out of the bunker. Right, let's have a go, see what we do. Right, well, I've gone and grabbed an extra hay bale just to make sure we do end up with enough. So we'll get those all dropped off and in there. Hopefully they are going to mix up just fine. And we should, let's cross, be able to get the rest filled up with silage. So have a look there and scoop some silage up. Now, I have noticed before that this feed mixer, okay, silage being picked up as expected, 4,500 litres, but I have noticed the feed mixer sometimes doesn't actually do a very good job at mixing the bales, and you can actually see straw bale in there hasn't actually mixed up, so I might have to give that a little bit of a wobble. Hopefully we've gone too far overboard with the hay, but let's just tip that in there. There we go. That's now made it into TMR, so that must be full. We'll let FSG go off and get their first load given to the cows. Alright, so there you go, you can see FSG is in there getting the cows fed. So we've got a couple of mixes made up so far. And just having a look there, you can see 39,000 litres of slurry. Now the animal's health did drop just a touch. We did let them just run out of food, which is a bit of a shame because of course it means they didn't actually produce any milk. But we also have our milk being sold daily anyhow, so it would have all been gone. But they haven't reproduced any since then, so wait and see. Like all done. Right, we'll go over and get ready for the next one. Alright, here he is, back for load number 3 already. It's good when you can be here ready and waiting for him. Just get a little bit further forward, just make sure we're tipping that in the right spot. There we go. Silage in, a little bit of hay as well. We'll have a little bit of a look about whether we get a little bit of straw just to go with it as well. There we go. Being a bit rough, but there we go, that's in. Put a little bit of straw, make sure we don't overdo the mix because you don't want to get it in a state that you can't use it. There we go, bring the menu up, you can see. Make sure we don't go overboard on the straw. Look there, make sure, no, perfect, alright. Let's take in half of that bale, just leave that there. And should be good to go again.
Oh, so we've got 21,000 litres in the shed here now, which is it doesn't look like much. It's obviously keep the cows going for a while, and the ones at the other farm are pretty well fed still. So what shall I do? Shall I just take this one down and keep them both balanced, or stick a third one in here and then we'll do another one?
No, I don't mind. I don't mind. I suppose we could run a couple up and down. It's just the downtime while we're waiting for it, really, isn't it?
True. Joe, I'll just go and dump this in the second one. That's 21,000 litres in each shed. That's more than enough to keep them busy for the next day or two, isn't it?
Yeah, that'll keep them fed. Yep, okay.
Alright, I'll do that.
Sweet.
No worries. Do you want to go and sort out our slurry tankers with, I think the neighbour farmer said he was going to let us borrow his again, so... Yeah,
no, sounds good. I'll go and suss out what he's got for us, and yeah, I guess a couple of tractors and we'll get into it.
Cool, mate. Well, I'll get these fed and then I'll meet you up there. Is it Seamus's farm, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Yep, I'll go and have a look.
Good.
Alright.
Nice one.
See you soon. Alright, well there you go. We're going to leave things there for the feed mixing for now. It's probably a good job actually to come in and just do in some downtime. Got a little bit of downtime. We are going to have to keep them fed all the way through winter, but there we go. That'll keep them going for a couple of days at least, and we've got plenty hay and straw and everything in there to keep them well fed, and obviously plenty of silage. I think there's about 270,000 litres still sitting in there, plus of course all the silage bales, and we do need to make sure that we are going to sell these at their optimum time. I'm not sure when that is, but definitely make sure that we make the most of that. Right, let's head on back over to the farm. We're going to leave the Ford there because we're not going to use that. We'll head on back down, go for a bit of a walk and go and find these slurry spreaders. Right, well, we've been to Seamus's. Seamus said that Mickey had the spreaders, so we're heading down to Mickey's farm to go and pick that up. Now, we're going to give FSG a yell and let them know where we are. Argsy FSG.
Go ahead, mate.
Got to Seamus's. Seamus said they were over at Mickey's, so Mickey's place is the one if you just turn left coming out of our farm, and then there's a little road down to the left, and they are in here, so... I'll see you over there. I'm just pulling in now and just spotting them, so see you in a minute.
Good stuff, I'm not far behind you then.
Alright, there we go. A couple of little spreaders, I think about an 8,000 litre capacity, but they should work pretty well for what we need to do. Let's just go and have a quick look. Mickey's look after them well too, just give them a good wash. None of his slurry or anything on there, it's purely going to be ours. But yeah, there we go, the Farm Tech Super Sys 8,000 litres of slurry at a time. Oh, just wait, keep an eye out. FSG said he wasn't too far away. In fact, I can hear him. Here he is. Get him pulled in here and get him hooked up to his one as well.
Nice. These look good.
Yeah. No,
they do the job.
They do look good. It's a nice little farming community we've got around here, isn't it? Sharing equipment all over the place.
Yeah, I was just saying that on the way down. It's just kind of the way it must be in these parts, which is nice.
Yeah, it is. Very handy. But yeah, I think they're about 8,000 litres a pop, so We've got about, what did we say, about 80,000 litres total, so fingers crossed we can get all those fields done. Should go a long way.
It should do. They're not massive fields, are they? So we should cover them all.
Plus precision farming as well, so using the scanning technology, it'll be applying it just where it needs to.
Yeah, exactly that. Exactly that. So let's see how we get on. And I guess if we run out, I'm sure one of the other farmers around here will have a little bit in one of his tanks to help us out.
Yep, very good point. I might go and fill up from the farm with the silage first, seeing we're almost halfway there anyhow.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, I'll follow you as well.
Sounds good. See you over there.
All right, mate.
Right, looks like FSG's going to let us get out of here first, so we'll do our best to not knock down Mickey's wall. There we go. Alright, out of here, flip through the hedge a little bit.
FSG to Args.
A little bit of lights on. Hang on a sec. Go ahead.
Couldn't help but just notice there wasn't any beacons that go in there, mate. Just like to point that out.
I'm not sure. I need to put them on when I get out on the road. It's not necessary around farmyards. I'd also safely driven down this road and realised there wasn't any traffic around. So, but thank you for your observation. It's much appreciated.
You're welcome.
Bet he'd been waiting to catch me out on that. I did notice he had the beacon on when he was feeding the cows, so I should have been more onto it than that. But anyhow, here we are. Down at the farmyard. Now I think our slurry pit is in there, so what we might have to do, try and get our way in here. I've completely butchered that turn. Make our way in here and probably have to back down to get into that. Let's try that. We can maneuver our way around the corner, not clip the fence with the front. Too much lock on there, but we'll rectify that in just a second. Right, there we go. Weave our way down this way, and we should be able to get to the pit just there. Just so you can see it just in front of the concrete mixer. Right about there. So, now, as I have to, jump out, hop back in. There you go. We are filling up with slurry. So, perfect. There we go. 8,200 litres in one go. Now, probably not going to be able to negotiate our way out of there either. Let's see. See if we can turn out. Get out on our way. Oh, just clip the wall. Oh, we should be alright actually, I think. And just make it around without flipping the pillar. Just. Here we go. Right. Jump out there. And see how FSG goes. He watched me. We might as well watch him. Look at the reflection of that beacon light there that was on the barrel of the spreader. Looked pretty good. Look at that. It's the Thrustmaster steering wheel at work. Like a pro. Well, there we go. We might as well leave him. And we'll go down and start getting some slurry spread on some of these fields.
FSG to Args.
Go ahead, mate.
That was some impressive driving out of that gate, mate. That is a one tight gate, isn't it?
It is, yeah. No, it was a bit of a challenge getting in and out, but you made it, so it shows you can do it too.
Turning circle on that Ford is awful as well.
That's not the best.
Extra points for you there.
Your backing in was pretty neat and tidy too. I was saying that's the power of the Thrustmaster steering wheel.
Yeah, must be. We're getting used to these narrow lanes.
We are, that's true.
Right, see you at the field.
Yes, you will. Typical, as he says, we're getting used to the narrow lanes. My internet decided to not help me out on that one. Anyhow, let's head on down and go and get started. We'll get turned in. This gate is probably the easiest one to get in and out of. Now, of course, the crops are still small enough that we can run over them, not cause any damage, which is good. But the one challenge I am going to have with this tractor, I might just put a little bit more light on, is we don't have any GPS or anything like that to see where we're going and where we've been. So we are going to be doing this a little bit blind. What we do have to help is the nitrogen indicator from precision farming. So our spreader turned on just there. What application rate is set to auto, so it should be just putting on what we need. Should Be able to just go around and kind of see, go from red to orange there, indicating we are getting the slurry applied to all the right parts, all the right places. Just turn our way up in here. And just carry on. This is going to go alright actually. I think a little bit of the application there seems to be going on all a-okay. So I think, for FSG coming behind us, I'm not sure where he's going to head to. We might just jump into a little bit of time lapse here. A few runs back up and down to the farm to get some more slurry out, and we'll be into it. So we'll catch up with you in a wee while. Well, it may not have been my finest work, but that is the first field all done and dusted, and we've actually got through it alright. I've used up a half a tank, or not even a half a tank. For my second load, FSG's used one, so we've used about 2.5 tanks on that field. I thought we would have potentially run out a little bit sooner than that, but we'll carry on through into here. This is a grass one. I've been intrigued to see. No, it's not going to ask for much more to be applied to this one either. It's pretty much the same demand, so we should be able to get a good way through these fields, and that only leaves us that one there left to do. So things are going well. It's a good way to use some of this slurry we had. It's all free. All we've really had to do is cover the cost of leasing and borrowing the equipment, so not too expensive at all. So let's carry on, get this field done. We'll go fill up once more. I think that'll be 4 loads once FSG's done his out of the other farm, so I'll get back up there and make it 5. And that should just about empty that one out, and then we can use the rest of the slurry down here. So we'll carry on. Touch base with you again soon. Argsy at FSG.
Go ahead, Args.
That field's all done. If you want to maybe start in the other wheat field.
No worries, I've got 1 strip of this field still to do,
Oh,
which I missed last time, so...
I went over that one. Should be done.
Oh, did you? Well, it looks like we've got a broad spread of
There's a few
application. Yeah.
sort of weird different shades going on. I'm not sure what's happened, but I did go over the section you hadn't done.
I see it. Yeah, it's not applying anymore anyway. So.
Okay, there we go.
Right, I'll finish off this little field here and then we're done.
All right.
That didn't take long, did it?
Well, we got the other wheat field to do.
True.
We're just sailing along here in this field, and you can see down the bottom we're getting a really, really nice dark green line. For the nitrogen, it's actually putting 55, 70, it's putting a lot more nitrogen on this field than it was in the others. Now, FSG and I have just been running around just trying to test things out, whether we turned off the application rate, what that would do to the nitrogen, and it didn't actually change it at all. We could bump it right up on the spreader and not use the automatic rate, and it still wouldn't apply any more than what we had. So in fact, let's just stop here really quickly, just turn that off, and you can see here these fields, these two are both wheat, grass in there, and you can see the different sort of spreads, whereas this field, which is also wheat, is going up a lot higher. Now, can't be soil types because we've got a mix of all the soil types across all 3 of these fields, so it's kind of a little bit stumped. We might go and try. Just wondering whether it's a limitation of slurry as to how much nitrogen you can put on with slurry and apply. Really not too sure exactly what's causing it, so we might do a little bit of a test. We do have our fertilizer spreader with the spreader box, so we might even try and put some dry fertilizer onto that other field and just see if that will boost it right up to the maximum yield. But there we go, that is us I say yield, I mean nitrogen value. It's us out of slurry. I need to go now and investigate where the slurry trigger is for these other cows. Figure out where we need to fill up from. Ah, there we go. Easy to find. Right here in the barn. So it's easy enough for us. We'll just back straight back out of here now. And carry on going. Now I think probably sold FSG up the path because he's probably gone down to the other farm to fill up from. Might just see if he did. Argsy FSG.
Go ahead, mate.
Just so you know, the other barn is all out of slurry, so I need to get it from down here.
Yeah. I'm just finding that out firsthand.
I wondered where you'd gone. I thought, oh, jeez, I should have told him.
Oh, no worries, mate. I'll head back the other way.
See you soon.
All right.
Ah, there we go. Whoops. Right, I'll let us carry on. We'll get this one finished, and then we'll go and see what happens if we throw some fertilizer on that other field. Right, well, I'm going to just turn everything off. Leave that sitting there for now. I'm going to go and grab the T7. Go and put some fertilizer in the spreader box and just see what happens if we run that across these fields. See if we can get that fertilizer level up to where we want it to be.
Args, do you want to try that dry fertilizer just on the other fields and just see if it gives us more coverage?
I had just finished saying exactly that. That's exactly what I'm going to be doing.
Nice.
Great minds think alike.
Think alike. Yeah.
Full seldom differ as well.
Yeah.
There we go. Both thinking the same things. Right, let's get hooked up to this. It's probably got a little bit of lime in it still, does it? That's right. We're going to get that emptied out. And go and top up with some fertilizer. We do have the buy point around the corner, which we've been using for our seed. We can also get some fertilizer from that as well. So let's go and see what happens. We put some of this on the fields. Right, so there we are. We've got 1100 litres of fertilizer. Should be a good test. Let's see what happens when we get in here with this. Let's have a look. We've got our nitrogen. We are on automatic application rate, so I think let's turn this on. Straight across the field, and look at that. You can already see that big wide broadcast. It's giving us a nice green coverage. So, if anyone knows exactly why the slurry wasn't giving us a full green coverage like it is here and like it did on the other field, please let us know.
Well, I think that answers our question, Args. It would appear that fertilizer better than slurry.
Yeah, it's I'm just saying, I don't know why that is. Someone might know the ins and outs of precision farming and whether it's something to do with the amount of nitrogen that slurry can provide, or whether it's just the vagaries of farm sim.
Yeah. Oh well, good to know though. All right, I'll let you crack on with that. I'll go and ditch this back at the other farm.
Sounds good. Right, well, with the big wider spread width on this, you can see it is not going to take us too long at all to cover all this space off, and even with the intermittent lag that I am enduring, we'll be able to get it done. We're just going to head on around, spray the fertilizer everywhere, and our crops will be in good shape. Alright, well there we go. We didn't actually use too much fertilizer, but we have managed to get everything back up to peak nitrogen levels, which is good. Is really what we wanted to set out and achieve. So, just going to back ourselves up into here, tractor parked away, go see what FSG's up to. Well, he parked the tractor here by the pressure washer, so I'm assuming he was going to come back and give it a clean. We'll do it for him. Be our little treat. There we go, it's looking much better. Let slurry and everything off the tyres. It's a pretty unforgiving task. Flinging poo everywhere. Right, here we go, it's looking much better. Let's go and get it put away.
All good, Args?
Yeah, well, good mate, that went pretty well.
Yeah, nice to see that coverage. It's interesting that, isn't it? No, it's not something I'd kind of considered before, but there's some logic in the fact that there's not as much nitrogen as slurry as
Yeah.
made fertilizer.
Yeah, it was interesting though when I took the fertilizer spreader into the last field we did, and it didn't really apply any at all. It was like the slurry had done the perfect job. So it's yeah, it's an
Yeah,
interesting one.
interesting. It was green already, that field though, wasn't it?
It's
So
true.
there must have maybe because we ploughed the grass in.
Yeah,
It's
could be that.
given it a dose of fertilizer already.
Could be that. Could be that. You're quite right. But good. No, good to get all that done. And well, not much to do now until spring comes around. Really, is there?
That's right. It's going to be a bit of a wait now while everything grows.
Unless we wanted to sneak another cut of grass off those fields down by the water. The only thing that
We could do.
sneak it into November.
Yeah. Maybe we could grab one last silage run. Keep us busy in the winter.
Yeah, could do. Oh, something to think about for next time, anyhow.
Yes, indeed.
Awesome.
Well, that was super efficient, mate.
Yeah, sure.
We got through a lot there.
Yep. I don't know about you, but I've talked a lot though, so it's still not going to be a short episode.
No, these are never short episodes. I'm the same. I've talked a lot as well, but I think it's because we're doing separate stuff.
That's right.
Yeah, it makes it interesting.
Good one. All right, mate. Oh, you have a good week, and you'll catch you around next week.
Yeah, likewise, buddy. Have a good one.
Sounds good.
And we'll speak soon.
Yeah. All right. Take care. See you.
Cheers, mate. All the best. Bye-bye.
Well, there we go. Another short and sweet episode here in Aghalee Farms. We got plenty done, though. All of the fields have been fertilised. Start out looking at that sun where we'll finish off looking at that sun where we started out. But yeah, we go. Look at that. The soil, pH value, nitrogen values, all pretty much perfect. I did say okay there, but we'll take that because it's a lot better than it was looking like before. So, bring on spring, bring on some good growing, and bring on some nice looking crops here. But for today, from the Farm Sim Guy and myself, look at them. Thank you all very much for watching. We'll catch you in the next one.